What up, YouTube? Oh, let me turn this thing up a little higher. So, I just wanted to take the time to do a YouTube video. Just speaking on how I feel and just getting some shit off my chest. So, I've just been sitting here thinking to myself, and there's just a lot going on personally. And the best way I cope with it is by just continuing to live normal, doing my YouTube videos, trying to get assignments out the way. And just taking each day at a time. I pretty much sit in the room. I'm not really outgoing. I don't hang out with family members and friends or anything like that. Um, but I've just been to myself for a while now, for some years now. Other than if I was around my sister, niece, sometimes nephew, or whatever the case may be. Um, and it's just crazy because I used to always be, and the crazy thing about it is I used to always be the person that felt like I was always alone, always to myself, and always bored. And I would have to use social media, talking to people around the world on social media platforms, or coming on YouTube, whether I'm talking to myself or not, and just do stuff to make it seem like I had people around me. I used to always be the person that wanted to spend the night at people's house, hang out with family, and after a while, it's like a lot just makes you uncomfortable. It's like people would say one thing, and then after a while, you start feeling like shit is different. Like and this like it's plenty incidents that have been happening for years, but most of it goes all the way back to like the most YouTube may know is like this go all the way back to Delaware. Like how I went out there because I just needed some new air to breathe. I needed new space. I needed to be somewhere that I've never been before. No matter what was going on, like the place is what made me comfortable. Nobody knew me out there. I never lived out there. Never been out there up until that point. I felt comfortable. It's a lot more quiet. At times, it could be a lot more peaceful. And in the beginning, before all the crazy shit went down, I can't lie, I really was comfortable. I mean, like, yeah, my cousin was going through her stuff. Her big father and his family, they was going through their stuff. Everybody was going through shit. We was all young adults in our 20s going through shit. I mean, everybody had their own shit, whether death in the family, relationship problems, having children, family issues. It was a lot. But I'm not gonna lie, it was welcoming because it was a family that I mean, but putting beside, oh, excuse me, putting beside the issues they may have had with other family members, they welcomed me into their home because of the bond I built through Facebook Messenger with my cousin's baby father, who eventually became her husband. Um, and it wasn't, oh, they beefing with certain family members of mine or anything like that. The reason, like, the way we became friends is because I mean, like, everybody's telling their side story, but the real reason on how me and him became friends because we could relate to certain shit. He was telling me about stuff that he went through as a child. I was telling him about stuff I went through as a child. And most of the stories is stuff that I never shared with anybody. I mean, I was talking about shit that happened in Devereaux, how I felt about living in Darby, and plenty other things that I never fully shared with anybody. And that's how we built that friendship because it got to the point where, like, okay, although, yeah, he beefed with certain family members of mine, he felt like he trusts me enough where I reach out to him, he reach out to me, and we could be cool. Or that's how I felt. I don't know how he felt personally, but that's how I felt. And I felt comfortable enough to become cool with him and then eventually be welcome into his home and meet his family. Um, but besides meeting everybody, I just felt comfortable in Delaware because I was going through a lot on Belly Street. I barely got along with anybody on that block. I done went through hell. Every time I went outside, my name was in something. There was always some damn drama, and somebody always wanted to argue or fight. So, in between being in Delaware and being at the apartment that my sister used to live in, that was the only two places I could go to where I found peace at. It was quiet. I was peaceful. I could go outside and be free. I ain't had to argue with nobody. I ain't had to fight with nobody. I ain't had people talking shit behind my back or to my face. I felt good. I did. I felt good. Um, yeah, I felt good. Um, but yeah, shit happens. You get to a point where people gonna talk shit about you. They gonna want to treat you like shit. Um, and shit happen. I was appreciative because I thanked them because it's like I was going through a lot, and no matter what they's going through, they got me out of my issues. It was a lot going on. I done lost my dad, then eventually I lost my pop. I lost my aunt. I mean, I found out my aunt Ruby on pop side, and my dad's side passed away. It was just a lot of passing. My uncle Jesse passed away. My uncle Robert passed away. It was a lot of deaths around that time. Um, a lot of beef, arguing, drama. I barely like I to be honest, I barely was getting along with anybody. I end up having to go to counseling because I wasn't thinking right. I didn't know like it was pretty much self destruction. I wasn't thinking right. It was to the point that I started hating myself. And I'm not gonna lie and say I never had suicidal thoughts. I did, but not at that point where I was going to counseling. I went to counseling thinking that like the suicidal thoughts been over. I was thinking crazy, but not to the point where I wanted to harm anybody or harm myself. It was just like I just felt like people was out to get me and I didn't understand why. That's how I felt. I had crazy depression. crazy anxiety. I was always getting into it with somebody, and I felt like that going to counseling would help. But no, they wanted to try to send me to a crazy house, which I refused. So I said, counseling is not going to work. I need to find a way to fix this situation myself, especially if y'all not going to do nothing but try to throw me in a damn crazy house. Um, I mean, when my dad passed away, um, when my dad passed away, I did drink a whole bottle of Amsterdam and almost harm. I mean, almost passed. Um, I just remember my cousins and them. They always coming over for whatever reason. I had cousins and all coming over, and they was drinking and stuff and stuff. Where'd my phone go? I just heard it go off. And I remember, I think it was my cousin JR. He had my Aunt Trina's son. He had a bottle of, he had brought a bottle of Amsterdam over. It was peach Amsterdam, and I don't think I ever drunk Amsterdam before. And it was really strong. I'm not a drinker, so for me to drink something like that, I couldn't, like, it got to the point where I just, like, I drank the whole bottle. I don't even think anybody had anything to drink out the bottle after I was done. And next thing I know, I just started feeling like I couldn't breathe. I was talking to the computer. I mean, I could hear people responding to me, but I was just ignoring them. Like, I blacked out. All I know is I just kept crying. I was talking to a computer, like looking at the picture of my dad that I put on the screensaver, just apologizing for stuff. And then next thing you know, I just, like, I couldn't stop. I heard people. I can't even remember what everybody was saying, but all I know is I just couldn't stop crying, and I just kept talking to the computer, talking to the computer, talking to the computer, or ignoring what anybody in my background was saying. And it just got to a point where I felt I was so fucked up that I had to be dragged up the steps to my room, I think I might have laid on the floor and I barely could even breathe. I don't know how I survived. I didn't take no asthma pump or nothing. I don't know how I survived. Maybe it wasn't my time to go, but I really drunk a whole bottle of Amsterdam and had to be pretty much carried up the steps. And the crazy thing about it is, I remember, and the crazy thing about it is, my dad had a list of health problems, and I remember one time we was at my Aunt Trina house, and this is when Four Loco, like, I don't know how people can handle Four Loco now. Maybe they took some of the alcohol out, but my dad, he wasn't really supposed to be drinking due to a lot of his health problems, and I guess he had drinking some Four Loco, and I just remember him throwing up a lot. I don't know if he had thrown up blood. I don't. I just know he is throwing up, and it just got to the point where we all had to help him. Um, we pretty much had to help him get in the house, up the steps, and go lay down. It was to the point that I think we might have stayed the night at my Aunt Trina's house that night because we couldn't make it home. He was drunk and not feeling good, and it scared the shit out of me. I didn't know how to react. My uncle was asking me, like telling me, help your dad up the steps. I didn't know what to do. I was scared. Like, I just paused. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I mean, yeah, I seen my dad. I seen my dad drink. My dad used to not be feeling good, go to the hospital, and a couple days later, he's back home. And it was crazy because I like after he died, I used to have these creepy ass dreams to the point where it's like he was just always in my dreams, and I didn't know if it was a message or what. I still don't know to the day, but I used to have a lot of dreams where it was like it felt like it was real. Like it really did feel like it was real. I don't think I told anybody this. I not even when I went to therapy. I don't think I told anybody this. I just kept it to myself. But I used like around the time like this would go on for about a few years. Like after he died, I would just have these dreams that seemed so real. Like I don't even really know how to explain. It was like in some of the dreams he was here, then he wasn't here. Then it was like yeah, we was like in the dreams we was all on Belly Street, but it'd be like times where I just keep having these continued dreams like he'd be there, then he'd be gone for a few days or whatever. And it was like an ongoing story, and I'm like, is this some type of message? What the hell is going on? But I keep having these dreams, and it is feeling real. And then it's like, should I wake up and is he gonna be in the room? Or like if I walk downstairs, is he gonna be in the kitchen or in the basement? Like what the hell is going on? Like I've been to the funeral. I know my dad is going. I went to the hospital. We went to a viewing. I went to the funeral. But why do I keep having these dreams? And then when I wake up, I feel like he's still here. But then again, I don't know how to react because the dreams is creeping me out. Um, and the crazy thing about it is I would have dreams about my great grandparents. And the crazy thing about it is I never see him. I seen my dad in my dreams. I had conversations with him in my dreams. I done had dreams about staff members that passed away, who I used to go to school with. My aunt Trina, I had dreams about her, but I didn't see her in my dreams. It would always be I'd be at a house of hers or something like that, and I might have heard her, but I don't think in my dreams I seen her. Or I don't remember seeing her. But I know for sure I had dreams of being at houses that was supposed to be hers. And the crazy thing about it is in the dreams it was either be her house or my Aunt Jackie house. Um it'll either be I hear her or she'll be mentioned in the dream, but I never seen her. Mom and dad, my great grandparents. I would be at their house in my dreams, but I would never see them or hear them in my dreams. And the house would look different, the neighborhood would look different. I don't know how to explain it. I wish I could talk to somebody to like, is it a message or something? I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know who to talk to, but I will really keep having these dreams and I don't know how to explain it. I don't know. But yeah, like it's a lot. I just be thinking to myself, and like I said, I used to be outgoing. I used to always want to be at somebody's house, chilling, hanging out, spending the night. Now everybody is grown. I'm not that little kid no more. Everybody's grown. Everybody got their own life and they're doing their own thing. If they want you around, they know how to contact you. be honest, I really don't talk to nobody. My sister, she'll contact me if she need help with with Cash App or something. I be on Facebook all the time, but I guess everybody is okay. Um, hmm, I don't know. I don't know. Really, new Beyonce picture? Don't look like it. New Beyonce must be doing something new. Let's say new. I'm big. I'm about to just listen to some new.